Right, guys, welcome to the stream. Today is the day we're gonna kill Bahamut and take his fucking power. Right. I'm done. One more. Wait. Not ready. No, not ready. A moment, please. Okay. Right. Everything is okay. Everything is fine. Wait, is everything okay? Alright, let's do this.
Just let me get me stuff out.
I already buy everything, right?
Let me show you me wares.
Yeah, diamond sword. We have already buy things that we need.
All done then?
We don't need this all actually.
Is all done then? No. Good luck, Clive.
You be brave now, boy.
Drake's tail is right there, Clive. It's time to free Storm from the crystal's curse.
Proceed at once? Oh, not yet. Obviously. At once, let's go!
It's past time. But remember, Bahamut is still out there.
And I dare say we'll be seeing him again before the night is done.
My god, the music.
No more roads.
We'll have to find our own path.
Do you feel that, Clive?
Ether.
Oh, meet the flood. Ah, fuck.
Just what we need. Another flood.
It's already turned them.
And there's no reason to hold back.
Hell. Lol, die already. Why the music is like this, bruh?
Get him! That's better.
What? That.
Too slow.
There must
Holy
be a way
shit.
to climb up.
You don't have enough supply rope. Alright, at least we have one potion. Oh. Wait. Oh, nice. Reduce cooldown.
Is that the Phoenix? Joshua! What is he doing?
Keeping Bahamut occupied.
Joshua! Joshua!
Don't, Clive. It's too dangerous.
Fuck. Hold on, Joshua! I'm coming! We have to save him.
And we will. We just need to keep moving.
Not them again! Not now!
What was that?
Bahamut. He'll kill us all. There he is. Joshua! I'm here, brother!
Clive. He can't hear you.
Joshua!
They're heading for the heart.
And so should we.
Nice, thank you.
For this!
Holy shit. I think which one? This turn, right? Too sensitive. Alright, let's go. Which way? Which way? Oh, good. Oh, good. Let's go.
Are those the council chambers? How are they still standing?
I don't know.
Oh my god, don't tell me boss fight. Oof.
He'll be all right, Clive. He's a survivor.
We're getting close. It looks like somebody doesn't want us getting any closer.
I don't care what it wants.
Neither do I.
Ah, fuck, too far. Hey, oh no! Take!
I don't want to know what that is. We have to end this right now.
Oi, oi. What? We cannot stay? Fuck.
I don't want to know what that is. We have to end this right now.
Hey. Oh my god. Man, that was bad. Yeah. That was bad, to be honest. There's no combo, there's no proper. Ah.
These beasts, they're getting stronger.
We can think about them later.
Yep.
Right now, there's only one thing we need to focus on.
The heart.
Okay. Go. Do I reset skill, huh? Yeah, we are building new skill build. So this one hit wave, this one judgment bolt, this one raging face, Garuda. Ah! Not enough point. Fuck. All right. Now we can. Okay.
We might be able to get up through the building.
It's worth a try.
Quiet. There's someone up there.
Is someone there?
What the fuck?
It's you.
What happened here?
He tried to take him from me. Oh, my boy. My darling boy.
I think this is a trap.
Is this the child you made with the Emperor? Why, Mother? Why did you betray us all?
You have no right. Answer him.
We took you in, savage. Show some respect for those who raised you. Honorable Elwyn, always thinking of his precious homeland. But what worth is a homeland in a world beset by the Blight?
Father did not seek to protect his country. He sought to protect his people.
A leader's duty is not to protect his people. It is to protect the source of his sovereignty. The noble blood that runs in his family's veins. So long as this bloodline remains unbroken, what does it matter if a nation falls? One can always found another. Unlike him, I did my duty. I preserved my line. I bore a son of the noblest blood, to whom the whole world might kneel. That is why I gave Rosaria to Sambrek, that I might join my line with the Lesages and birth a savior of this benighted land, blessed by both Bahamut and the Phoenix!
You sold your country for a child.
Why did he need another? You had Joshua.
I had nothing. You were always your father's son, so very strong and bold and daring, and yet you failed to awaken. Would that Joshua had been granted 1/10 of your strength? Oh! How the nobles laughed that Elwyn's firstborn was surely the son of a concubine, and my own, not long for this world. The shame of it! The shame of being slandered by one's inferiors! How could you ever know how that feels? It should have been you! Why didn't the Phoenix choose you?
Joshua's every waking moment was spent trying to shoulder the burden that you and the Phoenix and the Duchy foisted on him. That's why I became his shield. To help bear the weight. But what did you do? You betrayed your own blood and surrendered your son to his fate!
Joshua. My darling boy. I never meant to hurt him. The soldiers' orders were clear. He was to be spared. Why did you survive? When the only one I truly cared for died?
What? Have you not looked out of the window? Joshua is here! The Phoenix lives on! He's battling Bahamut as we speak!
Done.
Joshua! Wake up! I am a shield of Rosaria. And I will do my duty.
What are you...
Ho, 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 ho. Yeah.
Ifrit?
Clive.
Joshua?
Clive!
Holy fuck! Why Bahamut is trying to destroy the crystal, bruh? Ora.
Face the consequences.
R2. Wah. Ah.
We're not done yet.
Ora. Sanjo. Shit, that damage, bro.
Shit. Can't reach him. Don't do that! No! Brother! I'll come back for you.
Oh my god, we're playing Phoenix again! L. What?
Your Highness! Stop this! Please think of your people! Where is he going? Fire sounder! Those things are drawing in more ether than I've ever seen! I have to stop them!
Holy shit, defend.
Thank the Founder.
What happened, bro? Why you all run amok now?
It's now or never, Joshua.
Shit. Oh my god, ultimate mechanic! Tank limit break! Tank LB, tank LB! My god, shield again. God damn. We still don't know why Bahamut run amok, huh? Oh, defeated, not slain. Okay. Shit.
What now?
This is drinking the ether.
We have to stop him.
Hadouken!
I'm here.
Joshua, are you alright? Dallas, you have to be stronger than this. Come on, Ifrit. Show us your true power.
And Godzilla burning form. Burning Godzilla.
If we become one,
This may be enough. We can do it, Clive.
we can, and we will, together. Are you ready?
Ready!
Right. Enhanced version of most of Ifrit ability. Ifrit Raiden.
How can we hope to match such power?
By trusting in our own.
Holy shit. Zeta flat. Oh.
Not today. Come on, Joshua! This ends now!
My god, it is over. Slain. Bahamut defeated. Oh. Light shot.
Dion! Joshua!
Clive!
My brother.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're alive. We both are. Nothing else matters. I never dared hope that I would see this day.
Damn Sage.
Reunited at last.
Jill.
This is for my father!
Oh, that is why. Now I get it. I understand.
It is done. The demon that would tear our house apart is no more. Father.
The Mother Crystal. It's collapsing.
Right. We need to leave. No. Wait. I owe him a debt. Fine.
Damn, the second last.
Don't reinforce the walls. Report, Captain.
Can nothing be done to call them off?
I regret not, Your Radiance. The Dragoons answer to none but His Imperial Highness. The Council is powerless to intervene.
We're hearing reports of rebel
Madness is this, Dion.
throughout the neighboring districts.
Focus all efforts on extinguishing the fires around the capital. City can wait. Don't dally, man, go!
Your Radiance.
I want you to find out about Dalmec's movements.
By the light! Dion, have you taken leave of your senses? Call off the Dragoons at once!
Fear not. The populace will come to no harm at their hands. I am here to save you, Father.
Save me?
A creeping darkness hides in the heart of Sanbreque. It stems from your wife, the traitorous Annabella.
Not another word, Dion.
Father, though you may not see it, the darkness has taken hold of you. It has made you forget yourself. But I bid you remember, there was a time when you ruled not with cruelty, but with compassion. Why now do you turn your back on your people? Why now do you seek to stoke the fires of war? You too have borne witness to this change, Your Eminences. And you know, as well as I, who is responsible for it. A puppet now sits upon the throne, but cut his strings, and the master loses the power!
What?
Dion, you bear steel before your Emperor? Guards! Take him!
No one else.
For every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. Those were your words. But when the last of your citizens has fallen, and all of their homes have been reduced to ash, what will become of your empire, of its rulers, of your god? As the Mother Crystals crumble one by one, and the Blight sweeps in to claim all that we hold dear, our people look to their Emperor for protection. Yet he labors not to secure their futures, but to seize what is left of the twins for himself! Even if it should come at the cost of everything his loyal citizens have labored to build!
Dion, you must understand.
A small price to pay, is it not? You've been blessed with great power, Dion. Enough to win me the world. So go, claim Valisthea for me, brother.
Father.
Poor father. How he doted on his children. That he would die to protect me was plain. It was but a matter of when.
You planned this?
You did well to endure so long. But you broke in the end, as I knew you would. And now Muthos approaches. Put him to the proof. I would see if he breaks. Go, Bahamut. Kinslayer.
Not again.
Brother?
It's a long story.
Glad got the echo.
You cannot stay here, Mother. Come. Take my hand.
Get away from me! This is all just a dream, just a bad dream! You will not take me, Shadow! You will not take me!
Mother.
If it is consciousness that weaves your wills together, consciousness that blurs the boundary between your own will and that of others, then we shall set you apart once more. The ties that bind you shall be severed, and humanity return to its proper place. By primogenesis shall a new age of reason begin.
Relax, Your Majesty.
Sometimes later.
Don't you want to play? It's been a long time.
The fuck? This is not a flashback?
If that is your wish.
Men, you are as meek as all the others.
Such feeble creatures. Gifted the power of icons, yet slaves to fickle emotions which usher you to your doom. And so you bind your fragile wills with strands of consciousness.
The wretched handiwork of a wretched people.
The sons of fire were united at last, and for but a moment their flame burned bright. Soon Muthos shall become our perfect vessel.
And then shall the world be remade.
Not before the bonds are severed, of trust, of respect, of love. Only when every strand of consciousness is cut away, may Muthos return to our side. By primogenesis shall all be undone. Mankind shall be rid of his wretchedness, and Muthos of his will. But while he yet clings to it, he has the power to forge bonds anew. And so we bid you, find Muthos, and sever every one.
To destroy that which has no physical form, you ask the impossible.
There is nothing your black blade cannot cut, Odin. We shall unite with Muthos, and bring forth a new world. So long as our vessel remains unclaimed by humanity.
It shall be done, Master. My will is yours. Mother.
Ooh, what the fuck, bro? Well, at least we got the Bahamut skill.
How is your brother?
Asleep since I returned from the Dominion. Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse. For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's never ending. Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all.
Things fall apart. Clive has claimed a portion of Icon Bahamut's essence. The tuning with Bahamut not only changed the elemental aspect of magic, but also allowed it. 8 balls. Wow. Bahamut akan wing a flight sebagai casting mega flight.
Tony won't be happy if I disturb Joshua. While he rests, I might as well see what Otto has to say.
Wall of Memories. The old Martel's Apple, Ambrosia's Dead. That's it.
It will take time to come to terms with everything that happened in the Dominion. But time is the one thing we always seem to lack.
If this is Bahamut and then this is Odin, then what could be one more? Right, time to reset. Can we travel? No, cannot. Okay, let's go.
What do I owe the honour? So, will it be?
Bright bird.
Thanks for not leaving me in the Dominion. If you hadn't come back, I might still be stuck there. I told Nan we flew back on the Phoenix, but she walloped me for telling fibs. Can you tell her it was the truth, Clive?
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Let's stock up.
Diamond sword.
Finished, are you?
Wait.
So, what'll it be?
Right, burn. Christ.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
There's barely been a shipment in since the skies started boiling. A few more days without a visit and we'll have to start eating the blankets.
What is happening? Wait.
Are you making them skies then?
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fact storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just the messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. All done?
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, The remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dhalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Oh. We need to try Odin power, why? Not Odin, Bahamut.
There's a storm coming soon. Will there be thunder?
Wait, let me take a break. Toilet break first. Or 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Be right back. Alright, let's continue. Okay, I'm ready.
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Yep.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Battle cries of dread one die, in ruin lies left.
Ivan's newest dish is a masterpiece. Once you get over the urge to gag, that is.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Kashik at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalamil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It pours.
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Alright. Progress on certain quest is temporarily... I think we have to eat Martha. The Crook Sunbreak. Where is it? Oh, okay. I see it. Let's go here. What?
Straight home now.
Oh, wrong skill. Wait, wrong skill? Impulse? No, fuck no. Hey, my Giga Play! Oh my god.
Fly, Ambrosia. Stay down! Good girl.
God damn, monster is becoming.
Straight home now. do, girl.
Tom King.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Too slow.
Why not this? Don't have to stay goodbye.
This one. Let's try. Let's roll ready.
Wait, wait. Wah, nice. No stay goodbye, no fight.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. Why needs more than this? He can fetch it himself.
Okay.
I don't want to see any more of our friends hurt.
Okay, let's go.
Tell me you saw that.
Usually, a quest that have plus will give us something, right? Will unlock something important. So, let's see if this one.
The girls here can have Otto and Gav and Gareth and Cole and all the rest. My heart beats for another. Now, if only Lady Taya would let me into the infirmary to see him.
You mean Dion?
Is there anything we can do? It doesn't feel right sitting around waiting for the world to right itself.
Might be that, or you could join the curse breakers.
I can hardly lift my arms. The curse, it's...
You just need some rest. I'll stay here with you. If you'd like, that is.
Oh Lord.
The injuries suffered by both your brother and the prince were bad enough. But that wound above Joshua's heart is unlike anything I've ever seen. Were he not a dominant, I fear he would have succumbed to it long ago.
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff! And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running.
Sometimes later.
There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo. Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Treated potion satchel. Necessary for increasing consumable inventory capacity. Oh, right. Oh, it's all 6 potion. Wow.
Clouds. You'd think the people here had never seen a storm before.
That leather loosener was only the first of the discoveries the Alembic gonna help us make. Just you wait, Sid. Just you wait.
Any side quests? Live reading table.
The girls here can have Otto and Gav.
Hey, lol.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into Tyre?
Aye, all their fancy silk stained red.
About Blackthorn. Cheers for you to help dragging Blackthorn out of dumps the other day. Thinks his Iraqi he cons and throw himself back in, judging by the drops of his choke that day. So I'm thinking maybe just later. Demon.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Okay. I trust your particular trip. Report from our brothers and sisters.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
I was stumbling through the high villages at Autobi Heights.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Right. Let's clear everything first, and then we will move to Martha. Rest.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment? Not really, no. This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah, not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean?
Instead of everything.
Perhaps.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Still alive, are you? I don't claim to know much about Frostwolves, but I expect Tomes does. Claim to, that is. Go on, then. Finished, are you? Clive. The whole realm's in chaos. But as the old saying goes, come back soon. And I mean that.
It seems the hideaway is lost.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
All right. One more. Wait, why the quest is locked?
Did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
What?
Is this better?
A little. Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
Only.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each.
each.
5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
We have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
How are you doing? I'm sorry to drag you into this, Master Clive. It's just I couldn't think who else to ask, and you're always so willing to help everyone. I don't mean to be gloomy. They need all the help they can get. You off then?
So everything here is clear. Nice. Let's go to Martha.
The Akashic attacked us out of the blue, and there's no telling when they might be back. You best keep that sword handy, Sid.
Alright.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
If If they ain't clawing at the gates, they're climbing up the cliffs near the lift. The lads are doing what they can to keep them out.
Right, the side quest is closed. Shield the gate!
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Them not. Not a chance.
What?
The barricades we've set up around the town won't hold the Akashic back for long. Might buy us a few moments to say our last farewells, though.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Oh, no. Easy.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now. The lift can only carry a few at a time. If the those Akashic get as far as the cliff, Wade's men will have nowhere to run.
It looked like the Guardians were going as quick as they could, but without any injured. They might make it to the cliff. Or they might not.
Go. Let's kill some more.
My brothers.
My dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
So, Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
It's over 5,000, bro. Ready?
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha! Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde. Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
Sharp as razors, my blades are.
Alright.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Masih cukup, Bu.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we?
Cover me, cover me. Yeah.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Guardian Scarf.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
The son
Murdoch?
of Murdoch.
I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Oh, nephew.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way. I will not let you down, Lord Rossfield. You, or my uncle. We shall be staying here for the time being, and not just for the ale. I'll have one of my men escort Oscar to Benimir once he's said his farewells.
I think we can kill this boss. Let's go, boy.
Thank the finder.
And some of your numbers serve to shield.
You're a devil with a blade and no mistake.
Let's go.
Right, clear.
This one's awake.
Chronoliths are similar to Aretastol in that within them is hidden a virtual battlefield accessible by Clive and Clive alone. Each chronolith presents Clive with a time trial in which he must combat continuously deadly enemy equipped with only the fate ability of a single icon. Wow.
Let's see what's inside.
Is it serious? That's trending. To complete the trial, Clive must defeat all enemy per time around, only using the ultimate feat of a single icon. Rising Flame, Circuit Cycle. Double shift. Wave. Kayafe. Retry? Do I have to retry from the beginning? No? Oh my god, we start back from first.
Stay down!
Baik, betul. Shift combo. So I am ready. Heat wave and shit.
Finished. Too slow.
Right, is this one? Alright. Wait, there's more? Fuck. Heat wave. Flame of river.
Not good.
Oh no! Oh shit! This is hard, man. Leave it. You know, not strong enough.
We're not alone.
It's over. Faster!
I got wrong way. Holy shit, there's so many monsters, man.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
That's it.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? Guess we're ready.
Nice. Thank you. And Bahamut's skill is broken. Can't imagine when we get Odin, bro.
Now. Will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Be back. Everything's now locked. Well, I think this is it. I have to end the stream. Let's travel back to the highway. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, probably relax, chill, do the side quest. I don't think there's any like main story action right so far. We have to 8 not reach and then 8 daily meal. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Selamat. Thank you. As long as my quota has not been reset, and I have to stream on Facebook. Once my quota has reset, I'm going to Twitch as always. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I see you soon. Peace. Chill. Good night.